thing on? I got the cameras on back. Testing. Is this thing on? Welcome. Why do I look like a ghost? I've decided to keep these podcasts or live streams. I don't know. I've given up on the idea. I could fake the funk. And have everything set up, static. You know, have this thing green screened and all the cameras fixed. But maybe it's more interesting. It's one of the complaints I have with podcasts. Sometimes it's like, why such a big set if I'm just listening to it on YouTube? Is audio okay? I gotta see. You know, you listen to it on YouTube, and you really want to see the expressions on the people's faces more than anything. Right? You just want to get a close-up of the person's face. Why am I... Dude, this is weird. See, like, I couldn't do this. If you told me certain things that are random and chaotic like this and ill-prepared end up looking cooler than if you tried to do this on purpose. Like right now, what's happening? Why is my hat fading into the background? And that's not even the real background. I'm behind a green screen. Like if you told me, Mario, okay, I want it so that you can move the camera like this, and I want the top of your head to fade into the background, I'd be like, fuck, that's going to take a long time to set up. But if you just don't prepare for a podcast, don't have anything set up, can't afford the equipment for it to look nice, this kind of shit just happens on its own. Is the audio okay, guys? I don't know. Where's the chat? I haven't even... Let's change the angle on this. Oh, there we go. This is the close-up angle. This is if I want to show something here. How's the quality? I'm trying to live stream at 720. 720 is a push for my internet connection. All right. So this mic, I'm confused. I have to change camera angles. Let's do the main. That's the main. All right. Here is another angle. Look how I'm floating. This can be fixed though. Okay. Look. Why is it? There we go. I was trying to create like an interesting frame for showing videos. I'm watching Justin Timberlake's sneaker shopping. Let's see if I can cue that up. The other thing is when you live stream and these things get indexed, I get copyright strikes because of music, because of videos that I play. So some of these Red Chair podcasts, they're just going to be throwaways. I can't monetize them. I can't do anything with them until I figure it out. How's the green screen looking? Is that better? So what have I been up to? How many people in the chat? I got to figure out how to put that up. When you're looking at a laptop, I should do this from the other side. Okay. Now we're going to move over to this side. Or when you don't know which way is up, you don't know where to point. Testing 1, 2. This should be the same microphone. All right. Let's get into the testing 1, 2. Oh, God. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, that's great. How about nothing? How about we just film nothing? Let's see. There we go. Oh, why does that look so crappy? Transform, reset, transform. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's an episode of freaking Ghost Hunters now. It's probably because I have the green screen filter. See, look, how could I design this? Everything in the frame right now is so random to the freaking the settings on my. When did I get that? 2009? I got this Canon Vixia that you're seeing here in 2000. This is a camera from 2009, a camcorder. These are the settings menu. I used to film this for my stand-up comedy days. I used to take this. I should take this Canon Vixia to all my gigs, and I would record. And one good thing about my recordings, my stand-up comedy recordings, that I have to convert because they're literally burned onto DVDs. I always had a lapel mic and a audio recorder, high-end audio recorder. The Olympus LS10 or something was one of the best recorders like 10 years ago for street recording. Before all these Rode and DJI lavalier mics took off. So I have clean audio of a lot of my stand-up comedy. So in the future, I plan on editing some of the clips and maybe even doing a little broadcast, kind of like let's critique my stand-up comedy from 10 years ago. All right. I'm live streaming. I don't see the chat yet, guys, so let's see. Let me see. Where's the audio source? The other cool thing I can do is add existing iPhone. iPhone HD camera. Check this out. Whoa. That's not what I wanted to do. No, not the HD. Oh, I guess it's not. Okay, I was wrong. Sometimes I log in and it asks me to turn my iPhone into the camera you're watching. Dude, this totally looks like Ghost Hunters episode. Like, we're in a dark room. Do you hear that? Yeah. Shit. Oh, is it? Do I not have the Wi-Fi on? How am I not figuring this out? I used to do this. Let's go to the main. All right. It usually always asks me, do you want to use your iPhone as the main camera or something? And it goes, ploom, ploom. All right. Looks like I'm not figuring this out right now. Live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. I feel like I say that every episode because that's kind of how I feel. Okay. Should take the filter off of this thing. I kind of like it like this. I don't want to take off the chroma filter though. Do I just do another camera angle? There it is without the filter. And I should do this. The other thing. Okay, sit here as I figure out how to fucking work my podcast setup. Is I used to have a chat window. Where's the chat window? How is this going online? So, spring break. I've been avoiding Miami Beach. Not as many people as you think are there. I think this is the week spring break gets crazy. Last week was just like preparing. How's the stream look? Let me check it up. Fuck. Do I need to put headphones on? Probably. Oh, you can't wear hats with headphones. We're learning as we go along, people. Today we learned we can't wear hats on podcasts with headphones. My internet is super slow. Anytime I broadcast, my internet's super slow. And there's no vlog uploading. This is all you're getting today, guys. So soak it up. All right, let's see. Your videos. I had a little podcast window. What the hell's wrong with a little chat window? Where's the chat window? Do I just pull it up on YouTube? I don't know. I had no plans of vlogging today either. Yesterday I did pretty good. Just what was yesterday? Sunday? I don't know, maybe like 250. Saturday was the UFC. And that's probably been one of the best nights of the year. I passed 400 easily. And it didn't feel like I did a lot of rides either. I just got consistent rides. I had Premiere only on, and I was getting them. And people were cool. People that go to the UFC, they totally tipped well. It's like New York down here, guys. Miami is basically a section of New York moved and then decided this is where home was. So that's why Dana White says it's better than Madison Square Garden, and Miami's the new LA. He says this was the 4th largest UFC event in their history. It broke last year's records, which was insane. All right. How many people are watching? Now we're going to see the truth. Who really follows me? 6 people are watching. Brandon Diaz, I see you. Let's see. Yes, this is an Inside Dash. Inside Dash was a learning experience. And Inside Dash was never live. I just recorded it and then uploaded it as a long form podcast. Let's see. What happens if I give myself a little heart? Does it show up? All right. It doesn't look like there's any audio. Am I correct in that? Am I correct? Oh, no, there is audio. There is audio. So, all right, I can't listen to this and the thing. So how do I do this? Do I pop up the chat? Forgot how to do this. Oh, well. Are we going to even look at the chat? No one's watching. So what was I talking about? Dana White. let's go into podcasts that I've been checking out. Now, I've never been a big follower of the Nelk Boys, the Full Send podcast. I mean, I've caught the episodes. Obviously they had Trump, and I know of them, but I wasn't as familiar with them as basically I'm not up to date with like their whole thing. But whatever, they had Dana White on a recent episode, and I've listened to it twice now. It's probably one of the most entertaining I don't know. It's so rare to see Dana White. The gist is this. I guess the Nelk Boys had a falling out with this guy named Bob Menery. I've never heard of this guy. But he was part of the Nelk Boys, and then he had a dispute or whatever, and they were suing him. So this whole podcast was a mediation between settling the lawsuit between the Nelk Boys and this guy, Bob Menery, who is hilarious. And he's talking to Dana White, and Dana White, it was so interesting to see Dana White talking to this person who I'm not familiar with. And he was talking so disparagingly and fucking with him and saying things that are just downright like those are fighting words. And this dude was just taking it and kind of giving it back to him. And kind of bullshitting. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a weird dynamic to see. I think Dana White is great on podcasts. But in this one, you've never seen Dana White like this. He's talking seriously to this guy about how he's unprofessional, how he's fucked up, how he, whatever. You just got to watch it. I would recommend it. Let me see. All right. I got to figure this out from the other end. Let's see. All right, let me try to call upon. Just looking at this setup. This is so bad. That's even worse. All right. Maybe I should use the other. This is a shit show, guys. All right. Screen capture. Safari. Oh, Lord. This is great, figuring things out on the fly. It's not unlike all the other episodes I've posted on this. I've also decided, I know I had guests on. I had Willie and Gaston were my first and second guests. But I've decided to put all those tests, those live stream tests that I did. You know what? Fuck it. Let me get comfortable. I mean, no sense. I decided to put those in the podcast playlist to the Red Chair because why not? Why not? Some of those are funny. That's why I started live streaming today, because I was looking at some of the old episodes of me just tinkering around and like figuring it out, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. This kind of, sometimes it takes time to take a step back and look at something that you created a few months ago and revisit it and kind of see it with some fresh eyes. All right, well, the Safari window isn't popping up. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Another brilliant fucking setup. Who composed this genius fucking streaming? Oh, I don't have the RCP. I don't have the RCP thing on the red chair only. Oh, wait. I do. It's just not. There it is. We're learning, people. We're learning. The icon. All right. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Bob Menery. From what I can gather from the podcast, mind you, I've never heard of this guy before. Why isn't it showing me the goddamn window? I have to learn how to control my my blow-ups on these podcasts, because I did listen to a few other ones where I was tinkering around and I didn't have everything set up the way that I should, and I would get frustrated. And maybe I shouldn't get frustrated. Okay, the the podcast is called Bob Menery versus Nelk. Dana White mediates the Bob Menery and Nelk lawsuit and reveals UFC 300, which he never does in the podcast. Spoiler alert. We just had UFC 299 here in Miami. The dude with the colorful hair won. Sean something or other. All right. And the other one is Dustin Poitier or whatever. He won. Oh, God. Okay, where the fuck do I go? Let's see. Can we figure this out, Mario? Why isn't it doing it? Oh, is it? This is so fucked. So I can't show you or play you part of the podcast because I'm incompetent. I need to get I want to get my little nephew Austin in here and maybe start showing him the ropes on how to manage this OBS. He'll probably do it better than me. But I kind of, you know what? What's wrong with this image? Like, what's wrong with this as a, like, if I just had a full like if I was prepared and I had a full entertaining podcast for you, what's wrong with this design? It's kind of interesting. Like, what's going on here? What does Interstate 40 mean? What's that red freaking scribble next to this? And why is there no neat little border on the box? That's why I uploaded that short. My podcast is ugly. It's ugly, but it's fine, right? Love this angle of my double chin, too. Not the best angle. I like that Dr. Pepper with strawberry, vanilla Dr. Pepper. Oof. It's great stuff. Okay. Let's see if we can try this again. Is it an application window? No, it's a window capture. That's what I've been doing. Dana White mediates the Nelk. Show cursor. What? So the thing I don't understand about OBS is that I don't understand how one day, Okay, let me just try to convert this video box into the Bob Menery podcast. Oh no, this is an image. All right. Don't get mad, Mario. Just breathe deep. Breathe deep. I wish I had my chat window. Maybe did I did I choose the wrong window? Did I choose the bad profile? What happened there? Am I still streaming? Did everything go black? Hope I'm still streaming. I guess you can't change scenes in the middle of a stream or whatever settings. You know what sucks about this is now I know why people have one dedicated machine for all the streaming shit, and then, well, whatever. Maybe they just have better computers, Mario. When I stream, my internet takes me back to 1995. Like, bro, this must have been what dial-up was like. Like, my YouTube, check this out. Oh, well, it just loaded. My YouTube is like all dark gray squares with text. Am I even streaming? Do you even stream, bro? All right, it looks like I'm still streaming. I'm still streaming. This is the only podcast that gets worse with every episode. In previous episodes, I've had the chat on the side. People can read their own chat, which is probably dangerous if you get a lot of subs, right? Can't they like spam it with shit? What is going on? Dead air on a podcast. I will say this, though. Every time I go live like this, it is a learning experience. I'm trying to settle into it. It looks like I'm still streaming. But what's up with the chat window? I used to have a chat window, and now I don't have a chat window. This is the kind of thing that, like, I figured out once. Okay, sus chat. Sus chat. Is the sus chat on? Come on, sus chat. I called it sus chat, and I left a little bookmark for it. But nothing's loading. Hold on. Sus chat? Are you reaching the sus chat? You You just closed a dockable window. If you'd like to show it again, use the Docks menu on the menu bar. Don't show this again. No, show it again because I'm going to fuck it up again. Docs. Sus chat. Where's the chat? Where's the chat, man? Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. It's like a work of art. It's like the End of Times podcast. This is the only way you can like get an internet connection. It's like it's all choppy and look at that. My nose is red. Why is the Okay, I know there's a green screen filter in there, but there's nothing. Okay, sus chat is up. Hold on. I thought I had a little window called the chat box. Okay, live chat. Here it is. There it is. Okay, great. This is great, guys. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Look, I'm a ghost and I'm doing great. What do you think about that? Why isn't there a way to like bring it to front, bring it to center? Okay? The one thing, okay, you go to transform and then you hit reset transform. Okay, there it is. I feel like the layers should be easier to navigate through on this OBS. I have a lot of criticisms for a software thing that I obviously don't know how to use yet. Here's the chat. Let's put it here on the side. No Uber today. Oh no, there's going to be Uber today. It's just 2:45 p.m. Going out right now would be a complete, well, I don't want to say it'd be a waste of time. But it'll be frustrating right now because the school's out, traffic's starting. What are you going to do? Head to Miami Beach? Those cops got every causeway checkpoints. The traffic is being mitigated or, just slowed down. Yesterday I did thank God the guy was cool and he tipped well. I waited for a comfort ride out of the Miami airport. $46 from the Miami airport to Fontainebleau. And it was worth it because the guy tipped me like an extra 20 something bucks. Ended up being almost a $70 or $65 ride. I don't want to use those stream sites. I want it to naturally. I think this is cool, guys. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I need more experience talking for live streams and not having as much dead air and maybe preparing, like have an outline of shit to talk about. But I kind of think it's cool that it doesn't look perfect. And all those online stream labs or I don't know. There's several. There's several of them. No, they make it look too generic. All right. Can't I call up the chat right here? Okay. Window capture. Here we go. All right. Do we give this Bob Menery thing another shot? This is pissing me off. I've done this before. I have other episodes where I've showed, even though on the episode with Gaston, I pulled up a fucking YouTube video. That's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. I pulled up a YouTube video when we were talking about that movie that was filmed here in Miami, The Substitute, with Tom Berenger. I got to rewatch that movie. I'm going to do like a rewatching of Miami location movies. Okay, let's cancel out this window. And I did this, and I don't think I'm doing anything different now than I did back then. I'm choosing Safari. Dana White mediates the Bob Menery thing. Okay. There we go. Why'd it go away? What the? How? Okay, there it is. Why'd it go away? Why watch the Full Send podcast in HD when you can watch it in crappy fucking 480p on a spotty broadcast on my channel? Why not? Why not do that? All right, let's see. Reset, transform. Is it that my window's too big? Okay. Christ, bro. Is it the live chat that's fucking it up? I think you have to put it on broadcast theater mode. This is the end of the podcast. So anyways, am I streaming this? He's trying to, bro, why does it keep disappearing? Here we go. Okay. All right. What the fuck, man? I move it and it disappears. Okay. Is this playing? I'm so lost. Testing. What the fuck, dude? Are you guys seeing it? Is it just my end? Now it's Tom Segura. What's up, Flex? I see you. Dude, the group chat's in Spanish, bro. And we're very discerning. And basically, I don't even run it. And I like it that way. All right. What was I talking about? Jeez, okay, are we going to finish talking about this damn podcast? So I clicked on this thing. Just I don't know how it got it into my ear, but it just started playing, and I'm like, and I hear Dana White. Well, here, I don't know. Comment below. Do you guys think that all these podcasts do this? Obviously, not live ones, where they pick like highlights from the entire podcast and they put it in the front in like the first 30 seconds of the podcast. It kind of spoiler alerts it for you. I don't like that, but I mean, I guess I could see that's like a hook, or like, oh, I want to wait to get to that part to save retention. But it just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so I'm going to. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear it. Let me know in the chat if you can hear the podcast when I play it. It's probably going to get copyright strike. I guess that's more for music, right? Does it happen when you rip other people's podcasts or talk over them? It's the other thing is like some fair use is like you can use it if you're criticizing it, right? But how does the algorithm know you're criticizing it? It's just gonna hear the music, compare it to some database, and then it's gonna copyright strike you. What do you have to do? Like contest it? Like I don't have the balls to do that. Like, look at the way he talks about this guy. I'd be scared if Dana White talked that way about me. Is the Safari window? Oh. Look at the way he talks to him. Why is it disappearing? Is it disappearing for you guys, or is the fucking podcast playing over me? Okay, man, I've exhausted. Just look, the bottom line is Dana White talks to this fucking young man in such a freaking direct, disrespectful manner. But you could tell they're still friends, like they're fucking with each other. And there's a lot of love there from Dana White to this guy, but he's kind of like frustrated. It's almost like big brother, little brother kind of hate. See, you hear that? He just told him he hasn't worked a day since you left here. He's basically scolding this guy for fucking up a situation he has with the Nelk boys. I can't do this, guys, because I can't tell if are you seeing the podcast? Because right now it's not showing me that you're seeing it. Is this what you're seeing? There's not enough people in the chat. He goes, Dana, let me put you in your place real quick. Who has the balls to say that to Dana White? That was just amazed during this whole podcast. I didn't know if it was going to come down to like them fighting physically or whether it was a troll. But it was some of the most... I'm a podcast junkie, bro. And I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of interviews, a lot of different forms of content. I mean, I'm in the car almost 12 hours a day. So I got to be listening to something while I'm doing these rides, right? People don't want to talk. If people want to talk to you, I'll pause it and talk to them. But this podcast, Dana White mediates the Bob Menery and Nelk Boys lawsuit and reveals UFC 300, is one of the most, I don't know, it's one of the most entertaining podcasts of the last month. Since Cat Williams, basically. Since Cat Williams. Something about it. And I think I can't put my finger on it, but it's that I don't know, maybe it was me because I don't know the history of these two gentlemen arguing and the history of the Nelk Boys, but it was one of the, like, I was just in awe because you never see Dana White talking like that way, seriously, to somebody. Look at this. Yeah, I guess I have to stream in 480, bro. All right. Okay, I guess reviewing a podcast that's also running on the same internet as the one you're streaming in is just not possible for me. It's not a possibility, which sucks because I want to do a lot of that. I was watching Justin Timberlake sneaker shopping, but I'm not going to freaking... All right, let's just close this window. Is it possible to change the settings midstream? I doubt it, right? Let's see. Let's stream. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. I set it to 720 and I think that's my fault. I can't stream at 720. Think about that. All right, let me get rid of... See, right now I've got the Safari window closed, but it's still showing on my OBS. So I'm not sure what you're seeing. Like, is Justin Timberlake? I'm still looking at Justin Timberlake. Look at Justin Timberlake goes sneaker shopping. Are you guys seeing this? Because I have that window crossed off. Let me get rid of it. All right. Whatevs. This is not working out like I want it to. These are the kind of things that now start percolating in my mind. I don't have time to do anything. I don't have time to fix anything in my house. I'm sure this would be working if my computer had enough memory and wasn't. God damn it, that MacBook's probably going on 7 years old. So I don't understand why this window is still showing if I have it unchecked. Yeah, it's 2024, but it's 2024 and I'm poor. That's why it's called the Red Chair Podcast, man. The red chair is the most expensive thing in this entire podcast room. That red chair costs more than the computer that's streaming this. It costs more than any of these microphones. Does it cost? It costs more than this headphone set. How do I refresh the stream, bro? Let me go to the other side. I don't think it's going to do anything. All right, I'm this side, and now it's not even showing me. I don't know what's. There I am. How about that? I was going to do something. Why am I. Is this something like. Is the opacity fucked up on this? It looks fine there, but then when I see it on the stream. Oh, because I got the live chat. But why is it blended? Why is this live chat? Okay, explain to me what's happening here. Like, please explain to me why the live chat window has some kind of opacity thing going on. Opacity? Okay, let's just turn it off. I had like a bunch of things that I wanted to do, like, and now I can't think of any of them because I'm too busy thinking about operating it. I want to get my nephew to help me operate this side of it so that I can focus on the content, but I have to do two things at the same time. And clearly it's not working out. And it's not working out on a 6-year-old computer either. 6 years old? I think I got this computer, let's see. It was pre-pandemic. Anything you bought before the pandemic doesn't work anymore. That's the new rule. Any electronics you bought that existed before the pandemic, it doesn't work anymore. I have this, let's switch to the other angle. Great, we have. I have this green shirt. And this green shirt is the exact color of the green screen. So I was thinking like maybe I could put this on and have like a floating head thing going on. Hold on, let's try that. This is so cool. Bro, I think I could do a whole podcast with just my floating head. You imagine just like a floating head over a podcast? Why not? I have so many damn layers in this thing, though, that I don't. Oh, look, I have even the sussometer here. I need 2 hands to do the sussometer. All right, it's giving me warnings, guys. Repair. Quit. Oh, fuck. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this live stream was a failure. You know, I can't promise you it's going to get better anytime soon. Maybe I could be better prepared because eventually all these technical problems don't matter as long as the audio is good. If the audio is consistent, and because let's face it, most people listen to this in their car or while they're doing something else. As long as the audio is consistent one after another, no dead air, which I don't have right now because I'm not prepared. It's hard to explain. Trying to do something while talking about something else is very difficult. Like, I wanted to talk about that Dana White podcast, right? And I want to talk about my thoughts about it. Maybe when I was first listening to it, I had all these ideas in my head about what I was going to say about it, right? But then when you get down to it and you have to figure out how to turn the opacity off on a window, or how to pull up a chat, or if it's streaming okay, or all the things that I'm dealing with here. It's difficult to stay focused. So I think we're going to end it because I don't even know what's being recorded right now. It's funny. It's funny. It's all funny, isn't it? All right. I don't know, man. I just haven't been feeling like vlogging in the car recently. It's getting really busy for spring break. Busting out the cat. It's really not in the moment vlogging. Because whatever, it's between rides, whatever. But it's the stress of knowing that at some point later that night or early in the morning, before I start, I have to edit it, make the thumbnail, upload it. And sometimes there's really nothing interesting about what I'm saying in these vlogs. It's just like, I'm not going to explain it. I just haven't been feeling the Uber vlogs lately, guys. So I'm trying something new. And, yeah. I'm going to turn this shit off. That's better. I don't even know why I had this light on. This light sucks. Cheap-ass newer lights. This computer's fan is running. It's all freaking... This computer doesn't even I think the battery's puffed out. This computer's on its last legs. The other thing, guys, I don't have a RAID server or anything. I just keep all my footage and documents on a hard drive. It's like a 14 terabyte hard drive. And I'm kind of running out of space. So I really can't afford to vlog every day because I'm going to have to need to buy a new hard drive to start storing my vlogs. The footage and the elements that I use to film a normal vlog can be like 50 gigs or more, depending on how long the vlog is. And then I export it into 2 big files. And that shit takes time, room to store. And I'm running out of storage. I'm running out of internet. I'm running out of a workable computer. I'm running out of hard drive storage. And I can't take a fucking day off driving Uber. Because if I take a day off, then I can't afford to fucking exist and live in this world. So, it's very tight right now, guys. It's very tight. And it's just the reality and where I am right now. So, I hope this vlog, it's not a vlog, Mario, it's a podcast. I hope this podcast went out okay. I wish I could have played clips from the podcast, specific clips, and analyzed them and talked about them, but that would require that I have a fully functioning operation here, and it's not. So, but I'm not going to delete this podcast. It is what it is. It's a timestamp. Spring break might get crazy this week, so I will try to vlog at some point this week and upload it. But not today. Today's going to be an airport day. Airport's been hitting pretty well for comfort rides. And it's been taken in consideration the traffic to go to the Miami Beach from the airport. and they've been paying out pretty well. Not to mention, during that UFC event, there was a lot of premiere rides, man. And hopefully some of those people are still here. And, well, whatever. What else did I want to say? This is the moment when you realize there's a phenomenon when you're being recorded or when you're vlogging. It happens to me when I vlog too, where you have all these ideas and all these things you wanted to say, but then when the camera is on and it's live, we're doing this live, you're on the air, your mind goes blank. It's the weirdest thing. And then the most weird thing about that phenomenon, the live, I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to call it the on-air, just being frozen on air and going like, trying to recall. It's almost like you can't access that part of your mind right now, like the memory part. Like what did I want to talk about? Okay, the Bob Menery podcast with Dana White. What was the other thing? I can't for the life of me think of it because it's just, and then as soon as I sign off, as soon as the camera's off, the filter that's blocking my mind from recalling that will just evaporate and go, boom, this is what I wanted to talk about. Oh my God, why couldn't I think of that? But it has to be when the camera's off. Right now I'm under the haze. All right, guys. I think I'm going to quit. Sorry about this podcast being a mess. Let's see.